It takes about 4 seconds. You're at the checkout. The total is a little more than you wanted to spend. And then you see it. 4 easy payments, 0 interest. 1 tap, and it's yours. It feels like you got away with something. You didn't. You just borrowed money, and you didn't even notice. This is the fastest growing debt on the planet, and almost nobody calls it debt. Last year, over 90 million Americans used it. Most of them wouldn't tell you they're in debt at all. This is the story of how a single button quietly rewired the way a generation spends, and why the people who built it are watching, nervously, to see what happens next. To understand Buy Now, Pay Later, forget about interest rates and credit scores for a second. Start with a feeling. Every purchase has a moment of pain, the tiny flinch when you see the price and hand over the money. Economists call it the pain of paying.
Okay,
For 100 years,
together.
that flinch was your brain's built-in brake.
Okay.
Buy Now, Pay Later removes the brake. Instead of 1 uncomfortable number, you see 4 small, friendly ones. A $90 pair of shoes becomes 4 payments of $22.50. Nothing about the shoes changed, but everything about how your brain reads the price did. The genius isn't financial, it's psychological. Splitting the cost doesn't make things cheaper, it makes them feel free. And when spending stops hurting, people spend more. Studies of BNPL users find they consistently buy bigger baskets and check out more often than they would with cash or a debit card. The button isn't selling you a payment plan, it's selling you permission. A decade ago, this barely existed. Today, it's everywhere. Klarna, the Swedish company that helped invent the modern version, now serves customers in dozens of countries. Afterpay, born in Australia, was bought by Block, the company behind Cash App, for tens of billions of dollars. Affirm partnered with Amazon and Walmart. And the biggest player of all turned out to be the one already in your wallet. According to a 2025 survey, PayPal is the most commonly used BNPL provider in America, named by 56% of users. In the United States alone, more than 90 million people used Buy Now, Pay Later last year, a number expected to keep climbing. During a single recent holiday stretch, Klarna reported its shopping volume jumping 45% in under a month. It spread fastest among younger shoppers, people who grew up distrusting credit cards and were handed something that felt like the opposite. No annual fee, no interest if you pay on time. What could go wrong? To answer that, you have to follow the money. Because if the loans are free, somebody is still getting paid. Here's the trick at the center of it all. When a company offers you an interest-free loan, your instinct is to ask, how do they make money? The answer has 2 parts. The first is the store. Every time you choose Buy Now, Pay Later, the retailer pays the provider a cut of the sale, often several times what a credit card charges. Why would a store pay that? Because BNPL shoppers spend more and abandon their carts less. The provider is, in effect, selling stores a machine that increases spending and taking a slice of every extra dollar. The second part is you. Miss a payment and the friendly plan changes its face. Late fees appear. On longer plans, real interest kicks in, sometimes at rates that rival the credit cards these apps promise to replace. The model works beautifully when you pay on time, but its quiet incentive is a world where you buy a little more than you can comfortably afford, and occasionally slip. That's not a bug. For part of the business, it's the revenue. For most people, most of the time, Buy Now, Pay Later works exactly as advertised. Default rates are actually low. The government's consumer watchdog found BNPL borrowers defaulted on around 2% of loans, compared to 10% for credit cards. So where's the danger? It's in what you can't see. Because most BNPL lenders don't report your loans to the credit bureaus, no one has the full picture, not even the lenders themselves. Analysts call it phantom debt. You can take a loan from Klarna, another from Afterpay, another from Affirm, all in the same afternoon, and each company approves you as if the others don't exist. It's called loan stacking, and it's exactly as dangerous as it sounds. One reporter described being approved for tens of thousands of dollars in BNPL credit she had no way to repay. And the debt is invisible in a second way, to you. 4 payments here, 4 payments there, spread across 5 apps and 3 paydays, and suddenly a huge share of your income is already spoken for before the month begins. Surveys now find that a striking number of users, more than 4 in 10, have missed at least 1 payment in the past year. The plan that removed the pain of paying has a way of returning it, all at once. For years, the warning signs were easy to ignore. Then, the cracks started to show. In early 2025, Klarna reported that its credit losses, money lost to customers who couldn't pay, had jumped 17% compared with a year earlier. More people falling behind at the same time. That's exactly the pattern that makes economists nervous. Invisible debt has a habit of staying invisible right up until a downturn, and then all becoming visible at once. Regulators have started to move. In the United Kingdom, after years of debate, the financial regulator is stepping in to oversee buy now, pay later as real credit, with new rules taking effect in the summer of 2026. In America, the consumer watchdog is pushed to treat these loans more like the credit cards they resemble. The industry's response is telling. Some providers have started reporting loans to credit bureaus, a quiet admission that the invisibility couldn't last forever. The question isn't whether buy now, pay later survives. It will. The question is what it becomes once the lights are turned on. So, is buy now, pay later a villain? No. It's a tool, used deliberately, for something you'd have bought anyway, paid off on time, tracked like the debt it is. It can be genuinely useful. The danger was never the button. It's what the button hides. A cost you don't feel. A debt you don't see. A dozen small yeses that add up to one large one you never quite chose. So the next time you're at that checkout, and the total is a little more than you wanted, and you see it, 4 easy payments, 0 interest, 1 tap, take the 4 seconds. Ask the question the button is designed to make you skip. Not, can I afford the payment, but can I afford the thing? Because the smartest money move of all is the one nobody's selling you. If this changed how you see that button, this is exactly what we do here. Every week, we pull back the curtain on the money systems shaping your life. Subscribe to Wealth Theory and keep seeing what everyone else misses.